tell you about my two slug guns. One I got this Christmas. It is this Henry in 12 gauge. It has a rifled barrel, single shot, has iron sights on it, and I literally just shot it for the first time, and it was a perfect bullseye at 40 yards. So I was really impressed that the sights are on perfectly. The wood is beautiful. I don't see any defects. The trigger is nice and crisp. It's ambidextrous and opening, and I will shoot it in a moment for you. But anyway, it's just really impressed by this. Why did I choose this slug gun? Well, I do live in Illinois, and so slug guns are required, or muzzle loaders. And I do have a muzzle loader that I shoot as well. Here's the slug gun I have been using. This is an H&R Ultra Slug. It's in 20 gauge. It's done really well for me. Getting a lot of deer. You can see there's no iron sights on this. There's a little bit of rust from this, what I used this year. I need to clean it up after this video. Been very accurate as well. I was actually looking at getting me another Ultra Slug H&R in 12 gauge. As you probably know, they don't make them anymore. And so then I thought, well, I'll look on Gun Broker, and the used ones were getting over $500, $600, $700. I think I even saw something for $1,000. It was just kind of crazy. And so I thought, well, I'll just look and see what they have for new ones. And of course, that was what sent me to Henry. And you can get a new Henry for around $450, single shot, rifled barrel. I also had considered getting a Savage bolt action in 212 or something like that. But again, I was starting to see prices in the $700 range. And I like single shot guns. They're fun for me. That's, I'm an archery bow hunter type person, so I have no problem of taking my shots and not requiring the plan to shoot dozens of shots to kill a deer or something of that nature. I was very impressed by how accurate this gun is right out of it. I thought I would have to get messing with the size. I even thought about putting a scope on it, but I'm starting to get second thoughts with how accurate those iron sights are. I've been using this 20 gauge for the last several years, and it's been doing it wonders. It's actually a little heavier barrel than the Henry. You can take a look down there. But this still seems to be doing the job. I do have like 870 Remingtons and things like that I could have those as being my deer guns, but I just like something about having a dedicated slug gun for being my hunting utensil. Well, let me send this shell down range. Both of them, in my opinion, are very comfortable to shoot. I don't find a lot of recoil out of either one. They're heavy enough guns in both cases to not really warrant it. Obviously, you can get heavy enough flows. I'm sure that the 12 gauge would feel a little heavier, but they're both heavy guns, but they're easy to handle. I mean, just grab your hand and walk through the woods. So let me just go ahead and shoot one. All right, so here's the slug gun again. I'm just gonna put my ears on, and then we're going to shoot around. Again, I was thinking about a scope. That was my initial intentions. I still can't easily put one on. It's already been tapped. But I decided to go ahead and just shoot with the sights, and it was very accurate. It hit a bullseye on my first shot. So that's kind of leaning me towards maybe just keeping it as handy as possible, like this, walking through the woods. Again, I don't expect to really shoot beyond 100 yards. I'm hoping all my shots are within 50, actually. I did get a deer this year, and it was probably 30 or 40 yard shot with my 20 gauge. So again, I just got this for myself for Christmas. I like slug guns. I think the single action guns are something romantic about it. It's useful. Again, it's ambidextrous. It opens up, and the shell pops right out, as you can see. I'm putting these Hornady 12 gauges in, and now I'm going to shoot this target down here, just pulling back on my sight. And let's go take a look at how we did. Pops right out. All right, so here's the 12 gauge. You can see I've been shooting in my backyard. This is, again, about 30 yards or so. This was my first shot, and this was just the shot you saw on camera with iron sights. And then actually, this is my 20 gauge shot. I shot that earlier, and that was a 20 gauge shot today too. So these are both with iron sights, and actually hit a little more accurately than my scope did. So I'm really starting to think I'm not going to bother with the scope, which is just not at all what I was planning to do. I was just shocked by how good this gun shot with iron sights right off the bat. And so I'm leaning towards treating it like a, well, in quotes, brush gun. Obviously you don't want to shoot through brush, but that is quick aiming system, which is exactly kind of what you need in a heavily wooded area. So this is probably the way I'm going to roll. And so I'm going to try my last week of gun season in Illinois with this shotgun. Again, surprised and happy as heck that this is shooting so well. I highly recommend the Henry single shot shotgun. And again, I'm using a rifled barrel, and I believe the rifled barrel is new for this year for this shotgun, even though they've had a lot of single shot shotguns and rifles before. I might need to be corrected on that, but that's what I kind of gathered from their website. There's quite a few new guns from Henry this year. So anyway, this is an impressive, I'm super happy with this Christmas gift. I'm just tickled pink. I didn't realize that this gun would shoot this well right out of the box, and I literally got it this week. This was the first 2 shots, and you saw the second one on camera. Anyway, take care and good luck with the end of your deer season.